As both teams emerged from their tunnels a moment ago, we are just about ready for football as the Jags get set to match up with the Washington Redskins. It's the final 3 weeks of the season, still plenty to play for here as we're underway in Week 15. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. Here's a carry now for Keith Marshall. Breaks a tackle. And he's got room. And they're able to get this one across the 35. They give him 13 yards there on the play and a fresh set of downs. Smith on first down. Looking for Crowder, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Marcus Gilchrist. And his guys are going to take over at their own 48-yard line. They are in a zone. Remember, folks, 4 interceptions for this defense a week ago. First drive, make it number 5.
And the focal point will be the people who pick the ball out of the air. But let's not forget, to make that happen, there has to be an excellent pass rush, terrific coverage where they are plastered to the receivers, and then, of course, taking it away, making the catch, and going in the other direction.
Green 80! Green 80!
Here's Leonard Fournette, 1,000-yard rusher from a year ago. 3 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be second down.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
Green 80!
On second down, here's Morris. Caught, Severian Jenkins, right side. And this time he's able to take it down to the 42. The reception good for 7. It's third down.
Let's not quibble about the gain there on second down. That was a positive play because that was a take-what-you-can-get situation. Got out to the tight end. Now it gives them a much better opportunity to convert on third down.
Could be 4-down territory even if they don't get this, but they need just a few inches here on third.
Green 80! Sunday, Green 80! And 54 Ricky! Lucy! All good. Green 80!
From the gun, it's Bortles. Oh, he almost picked it. Nearly a turnover there on their opening drive. And that's a throw he'd like to have back. Now fourth down.
Not only was the call spot on, how about the execution of that defense right there? The zone was absolutely locked up tight. He was trying to force it in there on third down.
But if there's a time to force it, he felt like he needed to make a play, right?
Yeah, exactly right. Third down, you got to try and find something. There's nothing available there for him.
Feeling like they're not quite in field goal range yet. They're going to go for it on fourth.
Go left. Green 80. Green 80. 372.
They'll go for it. It's Bortles. Open man is Westbrook, complete. Past the 20. And he's going to be taken down, but not before reaching the 15-yard line. 27 yards, a big play there on fourth. The Jags with their first opportunity in the red zone. They've got a 1st and 10 at the 15.
Spread right, 72.
Into the red zone, it's Bortles. A throw left side, complete to his receiver, Westbrook. And he's brought down just outside of the 10 at the 11. That throw good for 4. It's 2nd down. Four yards on that last completion, so that sets up 2nd and 6. Again, they'll throw with Bortles. And incomplete there. A nice hit. Jars the ball free and brings up 3rd down.
The beauty of being able to play a zone defense when you can sit back and see the ball coming out of the quarterback's hands, guess what? Creates a lot of confusion, kind of a muddle in the middle of the field where you can go make a play on the football.
So after the 2nd down incompletion, they'll come up now against a 3rd and 6.
380.
Bortles to throw once more. This will be caught at about the 6. And he won't have the touchdown, but he will have the 1st down as he's tackled at the 2. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal.
Here we go.
Now Bortles again. He couldn't quite hold it. Got hit. Ball pops out. Incomplete.
Well, he'd been targeted quite a bit on this drive, and finally I think the guys on the defensive side, they said no more. They slapped the double coverage on him, made it very tough for him to get the ball.
They'll try to punch it in with Fournette. And I think they stopped him again. They did at the 1-yard line. Call it no gain that time, and now it's 3rd and goal.
When I was playing, all our defensive coaches talked about when you're near your own goal line and you're trying to stop them from getting in, your heart gets tested. What a nice play on the last down.
A lot of heart on 2nd. Do they have the heart on 3rd? This Washington defense, they've stood tall the first 2 plays. Now 3rd and goal.
Omaha.
Now Bortles. Eluding the pressure right. And that is incomplete.
So typically you'd say nice job defensively to force a decision on 4th down, but they've already gone for it once and converted, so you better make sure your defense stays out on the field and is alert.
They converted once earlier on this opening drive, but now comes a big test. 4th and goal. They'll go with a big bank Fournette. And he's not going to get in. They stop him at the 1. Leonard Fournette denied on 4th and goal. And the Redskins are able to come up with a goal line stand. So out now come the Redskins. That opening drive ended with the INT. It didn't lead to points, but still not the way they were hoping to begin the game.
But how about going and telling your defense, thank you, a huge thank you. You said it didn't lead to points, stalled off that drive. Now they've got a chance to redeem themselves and maybe reward their defense a little bit by putting some points on the board on this one.
From the end zone, Smith. And it pops free. The collision there jarred the ball loose and brings up 2nd down. And this pass defense, they were sensational in the win last week, and they're looking good here so far in this first quarter.
You know, we often talk about how offenses get locked in, and that runs over multiple games where they're really, in that zone. Defenses can be the exact same way, and I think we're seeing an example of it here.
Now some movement before the snap. And we'll hear from our referee for the first time this afternoon. And that false start penalty certainly not helping their cause here. Second down and long. To throw from his end zone. Smith. He won't get in, but they are going to have the football in a great spot. First and goal at the 3-yard line. When you're on your own 1-yard line like they were, oftentimes you're thinking just run on any down, get some space. There they elect to throw it. It cost them.
You get the sense that they were banking on the element of surprise, right? Everyone expects you to run it there. Let's take a shot. Let's throw it. Try and create some space, some room. And it went awry, didn't it?
Suddenly it's first and goal after the interception. A quick change in the situation here. They'll try and run forward with Fournette. And they'll bring him down after just a short pickup. He'll get 2 out of that run, and it's going to bring up a second and goal.
To me, that's a terrific run on first and goal at the 3. They got 2 yards. I'd line right back up and give it to him again.
They come out here in the eye. He's going to get it running right. And he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair. Call that a loss of 5 yards on the play. And that's going to bring up an interesting third and goal. Here's Fournette, and he'll get blown up behind the line of scrimmage, back at the 6. That'll make it 4th down after a loss of 1.
This drive started with first and goal. Now that it's 4th and goal, anything less than a touchdown would feel like a letdown to me.
On is Josh Lambo now for the Jaguar field goal. This is an easy one, 23-yarder. And Lambo will put this one through, and the Jaguars grab a 3-0 lead. Well, the offense, they got the ball in a great spot, but they went nowhere. Forced him to take just the 3.
And they'll be, happy taking the 3. But those guys on the other side, they've got to be ecstatic. They didn't let them get anywhere. It made them kick a field goal. That almost feels like they got the advantage, doesn't it?
And here come the Redskins now. And it's been a miserable start for them offensively, obviously. 2 drives, 2 interceptions.
And this is where you have to know your quarterback and know how you actually have to reach him. Do you do it with a little bit of humor? Maybe you break the ice a little bit like, hey, didn't we practice in that colored jersey all week? Not the one that you're throwing it to? Or maybe you have to be stern with him. But whatever it's going to take to get the message, it has to be done. He's putting the game in jeopardy.
Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw. On the catch, it's Crowder. And he's able to get out to the 32, brought down there. 7 yards, the pickup on the pitch and catch. Able to get 7 on that first down pass play. 2nd and 3. Smith. And he's going to have to eat this one as down he goes. Calais Campbell. He's the one to get him, and that's sack number 7 for him on the year. And on 3rd down, a nickel formation here defensively. Smith now to throw. He finds his target. It's Crowder. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. It'll be a Redskin first down as Smith hits Crowder. On first down, it's Smith. Throwing for his running back, and he's got it complete. And he's going to be brought down on what will be the final play of this first quarter. Back live, Charles Davis to my right. I'm Brandon Gaudin. It's Redskin football to begin quarter number 2. They've got a 2nd down and 8 to start things out. Here's Smith. And for the 3rd time here in this half, it's intercepted. Picked off by Barry Church. And his guys are going to take over at the 39-yard line. Well, that's 3 picks he's now thrown in this game.
And I know this, the holiday season, because here we are in December. Right, it is the season of giving. Maybe for his own sake, after the game, he may have to announce that he's donating certain amounts to charity for each interception that he threw.
3 down. Green 80. I'll go. Green 80. I'll go. Green 6.
So after the INT, it's Bortles. Blitz coming, and down he goes. Ryan Kerrigan in there to get him, and that's sack number 18 for him on the year. Now, following the sack, they'll look to make amends on a 2nd down and 17. Shotgun now for Bortles. And the hit jarred it loose. It's incomplete.
I know at times people think we use it too often, but you've got to be able to throw guys open. And when you read zone, you've got to stick it in there before your receiver gets to the next guy in the zone. Otherwise, you bring him into the play.
And that's precisely what allowed that defense to disrupt the pass.
Lucy.
On 3rd and long, it's Bortles. He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked off at the 38, and his guys are going to take over at the 39-yard line.
Well, it's 3rd and long, and you've got a few different ways to play it offensively. But this is not the type of offense that's going to wave the white flag. They're going to keep chucking it. And this time, it results in an interception.
They've got good starting field position as they come up here 1st and 10. And here's Marshall. And he's going to be taken down here with a penalty flag on the field. So on the big tight end, holding.
Each and every year, we talk about very few tight ends coming into the league that are polished blockers or asked to do it a lot in college. So it's a constant struggle and a constant fight to learn how to do it without holding.
So following the hold, they're in a bit of a hole here with a 1st and 20. They'll run it now out of the gun. And able to stay on his feet past the 30 to about the 33-yard line. 4 yards on the pickup. It'll be 2nd down.
Well, they did throw interceptions on their last 2 drives, so no surprise at all they decided to start it with a running play. I'm actually a little bit surprised, though, that they got as much out of it as they did.
Yeah, decent little gain. Puts them in a pretty good spot for 2nd down.
Let's go. 15.
On 2nd down, here's Smith. Throw left side is complete to Reed. And he'll be brought down shy of the 40 at the 38-yard line. That catch good for 5. It's 3rd down.
Well, they're unable to convert that into much, but it's never a bad idea to try to get the ball into a tight end of his caliber's hands and see what kind of disruption he can cause.
And the Jags have 5 in the secondary here on 3rd down. the gun, Smith. No chance to get away there for Smith as he goes down. Yannick Ngakoue in there to bring him down, and that is sack number 17 for him now on the year. So on fourth down, the Redskins will call on Febrezey to punt it away. Now on fourth down, we've got a whistle here and a timeout. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this second quarter. Now the former Oklahoma Sooner Febrezey on to punt the football. He was only asked to punt once in the victory last week as he sends this one away. And out now comes Jacksonville as they get ready to go. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious because now you can't run any offense at all.
Still want to attack. We'll see how they attack them here. Trying to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw. Incomplete over the middle. Safarian Jenkins. And he gets this one to midfield before he's brought down. That one a pickup of 15 for Jacksonville.
Let's go.
From midfield, here's Bortles. Flush to his right. And he'll slide down to avoid the tackle. A Jacksonville first down on a pickup of 17. Last drive, remember, similar situation. He forced a ball into coverage through the pick. He learned better there.
Yeah, similar to a golfer that's confronted with a shot that you just can't make. Sometimes you have to take your medicine, as they say, right? Just pull it down, take off, and go. Don't make something worse than what it was.
Hey, hold it.
Bortles now on first down. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete. What a difference a week makes. Last week he hit on over 80% of his passes. This week he's down under 50%. What do you see as the difference?
Well, I think we're used to seeing a drop. If someone's over 80%, they're not going to hold that number, not in this league. But a drop under 50%, that just tells me that the defense, they spent a lot of extra time on game films and came up with a really good plan to try and chip away at his timing.
So after the incompletion on first, now 2nd and 10. Working from the gun, it's Bortles. And he completes it to Westbrook. 50 catches for him now on the year, and he's got a first down. And now the passing game here in the second quarter starting to heat up a little bit.
Don't you feel the rhythm starting to happen, right? You see it. Now the confidence is starting to rise. I think now as a play caller, because that has happened, you lean on it a little bit more. You don't go totally away from running the football, but you do say, guess what? We can throw it. We can throw it well with a whole lot of confidence.
Fournette, first down carry. And this play goes nowhere. Losing yardage back to the 15. That's going to go as a loss of a yard, and it'll be 2nd down. Two minutes to play here in the first half. Back with more from Jacksonville. Don't go anywhere. We'll be back after this.
Hank. Lucy. Hey, 54, Ricky. Green is out.
Bortles to throw on 2nd down. Over to the right side, caught by Moncrief. And he's brought down just outside of the 10 at the 11. 4 yards on the completion, and it sets up a 3rd down.
That's what I'm talking about. Nice hit, boy.
The Jaguars on 3rd down. Just 1 for 5 to this point. This is 3rd and 7.
Single receiver. Green 80.
From the gun, it's Bortles. Flushed out right. This will be caught at about the 6. And he'll be brought down this time at the 5-yard line. They get 7 there, but it brings up 4th.
So much about offense is what you call hidden yardage. You know, you throw the ball to someone, they catch it, and then they can make a big play. You know, they create a play, run after catch. They did a really nice job there of limiting that and keeping him from a first down.
Yeah, stopped him in his tracks. The offense going to stay out there. They've converted once, failed once. What can they do here on 4th down? And Bortles going to sneak it. And they will touch him down, but not before he gets the first. So the decision to go for it turns out to be a good one. They get a couple of yards, and as a result, the drive keeps moving. It's now 1st and goal. So they've been in the red zone 3 times, and it's yielded just 3 points. Can they find the end zone here on 2nd and goal? Now this time Bortles will throw, and his throw's going to be incomplete. Trying to get it there to D.D. Westbrook. That'll bring up 2nd down.
It's always a battle. Who's going to win on 1st down, the offense or the defense? Let's face it, if you've got the ball, 4 yards or more on 1st down is what you're aiming for. They tried to throw for it there. Nice effort to knock that one away and bring up 2nd down.
2nd and goal, and they will try again from the 2-yard line. He'll get it up the middle. And they will stop him after a fairly minimal pickup. Calling a gain of 2 as they're knocking on the door now. 3rd and goal.
I know the scouting report on him is that he doesn't possess the eye discipline to be an elite linebacker. And what that means is his ability to read, react, and make a play. But on that one, he looked like one of those guys.
This Washington defense, they've stood tall the first 2 plays. Now 3rd and goal. Bortles will keep it. And he'll take this into the end zone. Touchdown, Jacksonville. Blake Bortles taking it in. And the Jaguars add on to their lead. And that'll give them a 2-score lead here, but I'm looking. Looking ahead, they just want to hold it for the final moments here in the 2nd quarter. They don't want to give up anything on the other side.
No, not at all, because if they don't, it almost had the feel of an imposing their will score. And right now, they want to make sure they keep that and carry it into the 2nd half.
The Redskins looking for another timeout, and they get it. As they get it right at the 30-second mark of this first half. Josh Lambo now for the point after. Extra point tacked on by Lambo. And the lead grows to 10-0. Here's Lambo out to kick this one away. This is fielded a couple yards deep. He's got the lane, and there he goes. The 20. And almost coast to coast. A great return, marked down all the way at the 2.
All right, let's give credit where credit is due. How about that return? Great blocking, great vision, all the way down to the 2-yard line. The only person who has to be upset, the guy who didn't get it into the end zone. That far and no reward?
Breaking the huddle, 1st and goal as the return team has set him up with golden field position. Smith keeps it on the sneak. No gain there as he kept it himself at 2nd down. The Redskins going to go ahead and use their final timeout as they stop it with 16 seconds to go in half number 1. Second and goal, and they will try again from the 2-yard line. Movement there on the offensive line, a little quick, and a 5-yard penalty. And that'll be accepted, of course, and that moves him back 5. Things made a little more difficult after the false start as they try again on 2nd and goal. After the run, Smith going to throw. And now the ball's loose. Smith loses it. And they'll lose yardage here. They go backwards to the 13-yard line. The final shot here before break. Smith. So we hit the halftime break here in Jacksonville with the Jags on top. As we send you a couple hours south of here to Orlando, that's where we check in with a coach and our EA Sports halftime report. All right, Coach, thank you, and we welcome everyone back for quarter number 3. The Jaguars in possession of the lead, and they will get the football as we are underway in this second half. This fielded a few yards into the end zone. And he'll take it up past the 25 to the 26-yard line. Out come the Jaguars now as they'll go on offense first here in this third quarter. They built a good first half lead. Now they have a chance to add on to it.
And what I'm thinking is that the offensive staff spent the entire halftime just working with them on, here's what we think they're going to do to attack us in the second half. Nice first half that we've had, guys, but be prepared for some change-ups. We're going to see them when we kick it off in the second half.
See how they handle any adjustments that might be made defensively. Throwing on first down is Bortles. It's caught by Moncrief. A Jacksonville first down on a pickup of 17.
When you call a wide receiver screen, no matter how many blockers you get in front of the guy that catches the ball, there's still an aspect of the guy catching it, turning into a runner, breaking tackles and creating his own yardage, and he just did on that play.
Omaha. 372.
On 1st and 10, here's Bortles. Oh, he's got a man wide open, complete. And he's brought down. First down, Jacksonville. The passing game looking sharp on this drive for the Jags.
Lucy.
Bortles now on first down. Oh, a ball batted in the air, and now it's intercepted. Picked off by Fabian Moreau. And he's going to take this one back to the 37-yard line. First possession of the third quarter, an interception, so maybe a second-half tone setter.
Indeed, and not the tone they wanted to set. That's the equivalent of running out the wrong door and running into your pool instead of running out onto the field. A real dud for that one.
Has that happened to you before?
No, but I've heard stories about teams actually doing that back in the good old days.
So good starting field position for him here as they come up 1st and 10. After the interception, here's Smith. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. And he'll bring it up here to right at the 40-yard line. The completion good for 3, and it's 2nd down.
An ex-teammate used to tell me all the time, I hate experienced quarterbacks because no matter what, you really can't hide what you're doing. And I think that right there, he knew right away where the blitz was coming from, where his primary guy was going to be, and he ended up going to a secondary target for a nice game.
I was just going to ask you, that wasn't the primary target. He's so good at that, isn't he?
I think he knew right away that he wasn't going to get to his primary guy. I think he read that as soon as he got to the line of scrimmage, knew where the pressure was going to come from, and said, I know how to beat that, and that's what he did.
And this play will be blown up. He'll lose yardage back at the 38. He lost 2 there, and it's 3rd down. The Redskins on 3rd down. Just 1 for 3 thus far. This is 3rd and 9. Now Smith. Throw left side complete. It's Richardson. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. That's good for a Redskin first down. Richardson on the reception from Smith. Smith on first down. This one caught by Crowder. That throw good for 4. It's second down.
Well, that's what you're looking for when you're wanting to throw the ball downfield. You want one of those guys who can play out on the perimeter, can play out wide, who can not only get open, but when they're covered, can uncover themselves downfield and create catches.
4 yards on that last completion, so that sets up 2nd and 6.
Double.
Again, Smith. He's got his tight end on the corner route. It's complete. And he gets this one all the way down inside the 15, just shy of the 10. And give him a gain of 37. So 5 plays on this drive, Charles. All passes, all completions. And just like that, they're in the red zone.
And don't you think the playbook opens up a little bit more now? Because all they've done is throw the football. If you want to run it now, you may very well have them fooled.
Now a first down throw. It's Smith. And he's going to be taken down, sacked back around the 18-yard line. DeJuan Smoot in there to sack him for a loss of 6. Protection certainly going to need to be a bit better here on 2nd and 16. From the gun, here's Smith. And now the ball's loose. Smith loses it. And the Jags grab it. And they're going to set up shop at the 27-yard line.
Well, partner, they went empty set there. No backs in the backfield. All receivers out in the pattern. And in this situation, you know what the quarterback has to do? Act as his own blitz control.
Yeah, he's got nobody else there to protect him.
No one else there to protect, which means he's got to get rid of the football and absorb the hit, but not go down and fumble the ball.
Bortles leads the Jags up 1st and 10 at their own 27. Trying to get the run game going. This is Fournette. Space to maneuver at the 40. And all the way up to the 45-yard line. A big one there for the Jags. 18 yards, first down.
Running lanes were at a premium in the first half, but he's able to find some room there, and he's hoping that that's a precursor of a big second half.
They keep it with Fournette on first down. And he'll be stopped up at the line of scrimmage with a flag down. Let's check on the call. That one whistled against a big right tackle.
You'd think being able to fire out and block would be a lot easier to not commit a holding penalty, but it's tough to keep those guys right in front, isn't it?
They're backed up here with a 1st and 20 now after the holding penalty. Now Bortles. Looking left side, and he's got a man. It's Lee. That throw good for 4. It's second down. Now Bortles throwing on second down. He can't avoid the pressure. Redskins get there.
We are seeing 2 really confident defenses imposing their will on these offenses in this game.
Yeah, absolutely, going toe for toe. Just curious if one of these offenses can wake up a little bit.
Is there any way they can find something that can pop, something big to knock them back on their heels?
Following the sack, 3rd and long for Bortles and the Jags.
Green 80. Green 80. 77. Check safety. Green is all right. Green is all right.
Bortles. He's going to float this one deep right side. And incomplete. He can't hang on. Would have been a nice catch. Instead, it brings up a 4th down. Those passes out that far wide always make you hold your breath a little bit. Felt like it was in the air for a while.
What it does is allows a defender to gain some ground, come from a long distance, and have a chance to affect the pass.
And the Jaguars send out their punter. And the way this offense has moved the ball, he hasn't been needed till here in the 3rd. The Redskins offense now, they get set to take over here. And they'll be looking to atone for last time's mistake of fumbling inside the red zone. Certainly they don't want to do that again.
And so much emphasis placed on red zone offense. I mean, you have periods devoted in practice just for that because everyone knows how vital it is to put points on the board when you've entered that part of the field. And to come away with nothing, that's difficult for a team to handle.
And difficult, and now we'll see if they can make it less difficult on themselves on this drive. On 1st down, it's Smith. Throwing the out route, incomplete. That's Richardson. 10 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be 2nd down. You know, despite the scoreline, I think they've got to like where they are here. They're on the road and just one big play away from getting right back in this game.
I'm going to follow right along with you because the spot they're in now is a credit to their defense. They've kept them in it by making the plays that they've made, and that just means you're one big score away from being right back there.
Now, the question is, can this offense step up and make that play? Because that's been an issue for them in this game.
Hey, let's roll. 15. Hey, back up.
Here's Smith now on 2nd down. And his pass incomplete. We saw this a lot in the first half, and it continues. These receivers just not able to get much separation.
So that means they have to win the 50-50 balls. They've got to go up with the defender and find a way to start coming down with them.
And this time, contact and another incomplete pass. The offense on 3rd down tonight, they've hit 2 for 4 thus far. They're looking at 3rd and a few inches. Now they'll run it on the toss. And he got blown up on that play. Back at the 20. A loss of a yard, and it brings up 4th.
But these guys are going to chop into that deficit. They're going to have to do a much better job in the run game. Caught behind the line of scrimmage, no yardage to be found.
Back now in Jacksonville. It's the Redskins with the football, but trailing here as we get down to the good stuff. Quarter number 4. And they're indeed going to go for it here on 4th down. So trailing here in the last quarter. Let's see how this plays out. They'll run forward, Marshall. The time to pull out the stops is now, and they convert there on 4th down.
Oh, he's not going to get it by much, but on 4th and 1, all you're worried about is moving the sticks. And here he's able to fight his way forward for a couple of yards, and that's all he needed.
On 1st down, Smith. Escaping the pressure right. And this is incomplete. A pretty good coverage there, and both of these defenses, they've had good coverage throughout this one.
No doubt about it, and in today's NFL, where we're used to a bit more scoring, this feels almost like a well-pitched game in baseball on both sides where the tension continues to build. Who's going to make the big play?
2nd and 10, Smith again. Eluding the pressure right. And he's just going to get rid of this thing. To no one here. He throws it away. And now it's 3rd.
What's the old adage? Be quick, but don't hurry. Well, that went right out the window there. He was hurried, harassed. That ball had to be gotten rid of, otherwise he was going to get sacked.
Big play coming up. Here's 3rd and 10.
I would expect to see some pressure here.
The pressure drops off as they'll look to throw. Out to the left here to Reed. And he'll be brought down right at the 30 here. They get 7 there, but it brings up 4th.
So much about this game is just understanding situations and then having to execute, isn't it? Guard the first down sticks. Don't let them get there. And they rallied and made the tackle.
Desperation time for Smith on 4th down. Rush coming, and he's taken down. Calais Campbell in there to get him, and that's sack number 8 for him on the year. The pitch to Fournette. And he'll be taken down near the 20 at the 21. Pernell McPhee in there on the stop. Seems pretty obvious defensively a key was stopping the run game. How have they done it so successfully?
To me, it seems that these guys really did a nice job of paying attention during the scouting report meeting. And you know, Brandon, when they do those, they talk about the top plays that these guys like to run. The best runs for the top running back. Those are the ones you focus on and want to take away. And they've done that pretty successfully in this game.
Throwing is Bortles. And that one got tipped. Kind of threw everything off. It brings up 3rd.
Well, we're not playing 3 yards in a cloud of dust football anymore. I kind of get why those old school coaches sometimes didn't want to throw the football. Because if it's popped up in the air, it almost turns into slow motion. And both sides trying to get to the football, and you're holding your breath wondering whether it's going to go good or bad for your team.
So the failure to connect on 2nd down, that leaves them staring up here at a 3rd and 8. Shotgun now for Bortles. And he'll avoid the tackle there with a slide. A good decision in the end to pull it and run, gets him 9 yards and a first. That is an absolute backbreaker. That was a design passing play, wasn't a draw. You think you got him stopped, good coverage downfield, and he's able to pick up the first with his legs. Defensively, that kicks into your psyche and hurts a little bit, doesn't it?
It certainly does, and here's the thing. Anytime you give up a first down, it hurts you psychologically, but it hurts more when they get it this way, because you've covered everything. He didn't have any place to throw the football. He takes off running and picks it up anyway, and now you have to stay on the field for an extra set of downs.
And really could have used that stop trailing here in the 4th. A good pickup there, 8 yards on the first down completion. Under 4 to go now as the clock runs and they come up on 2nd down. On 2nd down, here's Fournette. And he'll take this one in for a Jags touchdown. A great effort there with a lucky number 13 touchdowns now on the year. And the Jaguars add 6 to their lead. Point after by Lambeau, up and good. And that makes our score 17-0. Here's Lambeau out to kick this one away. This is fielded a couple yards deep. Solid return, pretty good field position. They'll start at the 32-yard line. A look at Washington as they come onto the field. And last time out, went for it on 4th down, turned it over, gave them great field position, turned it to 6 points, so they've got to recover here, Charles.
It's amazing what one decision can do in the chain of events, right? The decision to go for it on 4th down.
Caused all of that.
It caused every bit of it, but it showed confidence. Hey, I've got confidence in you guys. Go pick it up for them. Didn't happen. Also showed confidence in the defense. They didn't pick up their end of the bargain, so now they've got to come back out and start over and rebuild that confidence.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there. Miles Jack there to make the tackle.
Well, we just saw a great example of what we talked about with his coach prior to the game. He's definitely one of the better linebackers at reading a play and flowing to make the stop before it turns into something big.
To throw on second down is Smith. On the catch, it's Crowder. And he's able to take this one up to the 35-yard line. 4 yards on the completion, and it sets up a third down. Those short little routes probably going to be open. The defense, they'll let those happen, especially when they can make an inbounds tackle.
Yeah, where's Coach Madden when you need him? He always talks about taking what the defense gives you, but sometimes you have to know when you have to take more. That was one of those situations.
He can run for it, and he will. And brought down, but not before reaching the 45-yard line. Even after more than a decade in the league, Smith still one to account for with his legs as he picks up a first. On 1st and 10, Smith. And he drops this off to Thompson, complete. And able to break one tackle, but then quickly brought down. But a nice little gain. It's another 10 yards on that one and another first down.
So many times you hear today's NFL described as a space game. Get your best players into space with the football in their hands. That's why sometimes you just swing it out to your runner, get him out in the flat, and let him have a chance to make people miss an open field.
On second down, here's Smith. He's going to look deep down the field. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. A.J. Boye with a pick. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. Thought they had something going there to break that goose egg here in the second half, but to no avail.
Hope was alive until that interception. What a terrific play, taking the ball away after it looked like they were starting a drive.
And now that shutout still standing. You know that's something those defensive guys hold a lot of pride on, too.
No doubt about it. They are excited about where they are in this game.
Bortles leads the Jags up 1st and 10 at their own 13. They'll start out on the ground. It's Leonard Fournette. And able to get this one out just shy of the 25 at the 24. Time for a break. We'll come back and see this one out after this. Bortles going to look to throw. And incomplete. Crisis averted. Almost picked. Instead, second down.
And that's one he's got to be happy to have back. There wasn't a hole open in the zone.
You'd have to think on early downs like that first down there, need to be a little bit more careful.
Yeah, fortunately for him, got a couple more downs to play with.
So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on first down.
Spread right, spread right, spread right, spread right, smack. Spread right, 72. Mike 39, Lucy.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And he stopped immediately there. No gain on that one as it brings up a 3rd and 10.
As usual, the hallmark of a good run defense, linebackers making plays near the line of scrimmage. Absolutely nowhere to run there.
The Jaguars on 3rd down. They've converted a third of their opportunities, 3 for 9. This is 3rd and 10. Again, it's 4 through. And they're able to get picking up the first down there, a gain of 12.
This size, this intensity, usually get first few quarters. Oh, you're eager. You come running up there. I'm going to tackle this guy. By the 4th quarter, you're coming up.
Yeah, that's not a guy they want to see consistently. Fournette, he went nowhere. Well, he went backwards, back to the 33. And now we're going to get a timeout called by the Redskin defense as they get the stoppage with 65 seconds remaining. They'll toss it to Fournette. And he'll lose yardage. Brought down at the 32. The Redskins looking for another timeout, and they get it. As they'll get it with just a shade under a minute to go in the game. Third and 15 here after the first and second down plays went in the wrong direction.
Single. Mike 39, Lucy. 58, boys, 58, Mike.
Working from the gun, it's Bortles. Flush to his right. And this is going to be incomplete. Throwing the football, he's not as sharp as he was last week when he was over 70%. Right now, he's under 50%.
Well, that comes from extra game film, extra time. You know those guys watched him all week, saw how precise he was, and constructed a defense to try and chip away at that, and thus far they've been successful.
He gets this one away, and boy, it's another boomer. Fair catch signaled for and taken at about the 15-yard line. So possession goes over here on the punt. And it'll be Redskins football now with a 1st and 10. Now the Redskins offense, they get set to go back to work here. They're down big here late. I don't know. You just one last drive here for pride?
Some people like to do that. I remember playing for a guy once. We were down huge, and someone said, "Coach, what do you want to call?" He just waved a hand like, who cares? Let's get out of here and do something some other time. But some teams like to do something at the end to feel a little bit better as they continue to move forward.
Yeah, probably just want to put this one behind them. Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw. Stepping up, he'll try and run. The improv on the scramble there gets him 6, and it'll be 2nd down. Now they got to get to the line quickly.
Partner, he was going through his progressions. Not there, not there. After about the 3rd one, he decided he better pull it down and run for it. And he slides down and avoids the hit for good measure.
Oh, he's got some breathing room. Nowhere to go downfield, but he's able to get out of bounds and stop the clock here with a 1st down.
That was an excellent job of recognizing the situation. His first read wasn't there. Heck, his second read wasn't there. But he bought himself a little extra time scrambling out of the pocket, got to the sticks, and picked up the 1st down.
On 1st down, Smith. And he finds a man on a crossing route. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. And now we won't see a play on 1st down. We're going to get a timeout instead as they stop it with 14 seconds to go in the game. Smith on 1st down. Looking left side, he's got it complete. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. 11 more on that one and another 1st down. So, Charles, are able to complete what so often seems to be elusive, a shutout in the NFL. And maybe what's fitting is they ended the game on the field, that defensive unit on the field. What an exclamation mark.
And probably felt like they could go another 60 minutes without anyone putting points on the board against them. That's the confidence you gain throughout when you're pitching a shutout. And they're going to leave the stadium feeling like they're all 10 feet tall.
So for the Jaguars, they remain in the hunt for a first-round bye as they move to 11-3 on the year. And they will hit the road next week to take on the Miami Dolphins. Meanwhile, for the Redskins, they'll drop to 10-4 on the year. And they'll try to rebound next week on the road in Nashville.
sound.